Today is what they call Mother's Day. Okay. I've been a mother for, let's just say, 49 years, around there, 49 years. Um, and being a mother is a nice thing if you're ready for it, if you're prepared, and if you have support. If not, you are going to be struggling and you're going to build a mountain of pain and regrets. I don't know why we don't take parenthood more important than they do, than they have, and they probably never will because as long as the Europeans are running stuff, we are never going to have it the way it should be. It's like a baby being born, a clean slate. It takes in, it learns from examples, it learns feelings, it's dealing with hormone changes. And this is the way society is. You know, when you get a whole bunch of people together, you got to deal with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different characters. And you have to really be on your P's and Q's. You know, you really have to know exactly what you're doing. And we have to be focused more on children than anything because they're going to be here longer than we are. And that goes from every generation. And we have to stop focusing so much on the past. Yes, we all have a history. Yes, it's all good to learn about world history, our own history. We don't do that enough. We don't encourage people to learn about their family history and how it connects to world history. And it's a shame that kids growing up now feel so unworthy and so hurt and so confused. The worst thing in the world is to be confused. And that's what happens because people look at things unrealistically. It, but I want to talk about comments. I'm telling you, I'm brave. I be brave enough to listen. I mean, read these comments that be up under some of these posts. And it's one thing that I'm really starting to really, um, I'm going to have to disconnect myself from Facebook because they put stuff, because I know it can happen, because I could do, anybody could do it. You could pay Facebook to generate your posts to thousands of people. And that's what happens. I'm getting these posts on my Facebook page that I don't really want to see. Okay. And I don't know if there's some way that you could stop that, but I don't think so. Because if they pay their money, they. But this one thing that's been circulating since that 18-year-old was killed by a police officer, and then the dad killed another police officer. People been really, oh, they prounce on it like a lion. They prance on it, and they use that to generate followers, and they put this stuff out there, and it generates comments like galore. And I'm reading these comments, and I'm like, and they're using AI to generate these pictures that make you angry or make you happy. Them are the two feelings that they are, wanting to get from people. And this one post by some Dante Russell, follow. No, I'm not following you because you're messy. Um, and he comes up with this picture. I know you probably can't see it, but anyway, I can't. It can't really see it because of the light. Um, it says they only feel the loss when it's one of theirs, but we've been burying ours for decades. Follow me on IG at Shooter82 and highlight. Why do you want people to follow you? What what are people going to gain from following you? Nothing. I don't know. I don't know. But and it generated over 10.3K comments and 6.1K shares. So out of those 10 something K comments, I wonder how many start following him. And once you start following him, that means you're going to start following his TikTok or YouTube, and that means he's going to generate more revenue. That's the main focus. And he's trying to get people to think like him. But this comment that he made to get people to follow him, they only feel the loss. Who is that? See, this is what gets me about people. They don't know these people. They don't know nothing about them. They don't know. All they know is what the media, the lying media, is telling them. They only feel the loss when it's one of theirs. That goes both ways. But we've been burying ours for decades. And we still burying them. And they don't want to bring up the fact that we are sitting here letting them do it. We are sitting back watching them do it. Now, okay, so he's going to come out and say, "Oh, this got 1,000 uh, re, re, um, um 1,000 likes. You take one of ours, we take one of yours. Now y'all want to cry. Why is it acting like this is the first time this ever happened? Why are you trying to get something started that are you prepared for what's going to come? Oh, he got okay. The author's saying okay. He got a lot of comments. This author Dante Russell. Then he says, "Ain't no justice, just us, and we try to keep it score." Who is this man? Is he doing anything to help the young black boys and girls? They packed the courthouses for their own, but where was they when his son got laid up? And I really don't think we really. Oh, this one got 341 replies, and somebody asks, treat us like what? And then another one said, grow up. I thought police are trained to know how to shoot a gun and when to shoot a gun. So it seems like they do the same thing we do. I guess they figure since we kill each other, they might as well get into and catch them as trophy. You sound stupid and unlearned. They always going to attack your character and your um, mentalness and your education. And then another one. See, this is why we can't win because he's saying all this stuff about the police, but you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna come back at, well, why don't you tell your black brothers to stop killing each other? Why don't you worry about that? See, see, that's what I'm saying. When you make statements like that, the floodgate is open for them to pounce on you and say all this stuff, not to your face. I think we all should be concerned about the killing and murders of young people. It should not be a. And then this one better tell them black gangs that. Okay. Here the comment. Ooh. Oh boy, this one got 20 replies to the better tell them black gangs that. It got 20. And the comment, the unapological is replying, has been deleted. Unapologetically, Callie should shut up. Shut up. I don't know what that said. Mark Matra, brother, you could not have said it better. You have clowns on here getting rifled up talking like they are tough activists and won't throw a grape in a fruit fight. Out here killing one another in droves, and the community is tight-lipped, talking about they scared to call the police, and they know they can't remain anonymous. But as soon as the police is involved, it's all hands on deck. Hold them accountable, but do the same for the clowns out here taking our kids, mothers, fathers, and sons, and etc. Where's that energy? You're right, brother. Time to stand up, not sit down. Time to stop killing each other. We might need each other. Now let that sink in your minds. Whew. Then the author. I think y'all are more mad that his head was held high in spite of the situation. 905 replies. Ah, this one said John Ailey said tipping the chin for a rope, more like. IMAO. What is that? IMAO. I'm laughing my I'm laughing. No, I don't know. He was actually a good father. His son was still. Ooh, wow! Now they is attacking his um fatherhood. If he was actually a good father, his son would still be alive. He's a loser, and his son turned out just the same, like father, like son, both losers. Wow. Now we all know that people are going to say that. We all know that people are going to think that. Exactly, they had death in their eyes for him, but he showed no fear. Oh, say, okay, this woman, nobody is mad. It was a white woman. Nobody is mad. It's just sad. Now he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Plus, he ruined his life, said, plus, he ruined the other cops' family lives. Sad story. All these people act like this is the first time this ever happened before. They all have the same, they're all focusing on making things worse. If we were smart, we would use that in a more positive way to help us, to help each other, to try to make sure that doesn't happen again. Making these posts and generating these comments is making things worse. Because I read where this one person at the end of the comment said, "That's why Trump was elected." So somebody had to bring that up. Now, what did they mean by that's why Trump was elected? I'm sure everybody's going to take that all kind of different ways. But a lot of people, and me included, he was, um, they cheated. He wasn't elected. They have found a way to manipulate the votes. Everything about his um, regime is falsehood, all the way down to the supposing assassination attempt that was staged. And he should have said, they keep, and we don't want to face the fact that this is a continuation. This is nothing new. We've had worse presidents than that. Maybe before I was born, but people have had to live through worse times than this. Our days and times are not getting better. And because every time you start going in a more positive um, position, in a more positive way, you have people want to take you back because you're not going the way they want you to go. Positivity, they don't know that. They don't know anything about that. It looks foreign to them to see brown and black people enjoying themselves, having a good life. No, they don't want to see that. They want to see them back in the fields. You know why? Because we keep on talking about it. We keep on bringing it up in their face. And we're not building enough. We're sitting up there letting them build for us. They still feel like they have to do everything for us. It's just I'm looking at this comment. I went to his page and he got this comment. He got this post: without Jesus, I suck. Let me see. He has 53,000 followers. Heart failure survivor. I'm only here to inspire and lift the name of Jesus. But you're making posts like that? That's what I'm saying about being confused. Our young ones are so confused. And the number one confuser is that um the Bible. I ain't gonna talk about the other, religious books because I don't know nothing about them. Um, okay, here it is. I think y'all are more angry that his head was held high in spite of the situation. In spite of the situation, this is you calling two deaths a situation. Oh boy! And this one had 11,000 or 11.1K comments. Now this one, what is that one I was telling you about? That oh, this is a white guy. I looked at his page and I can understand why he said what he said. So his son steals the car. Did he did they ever say that he stole the car? Because remember, it was three or four boys in the car. I don't remember them saying that his son stole the car. And see, that's why I'm saying, instead of making these posts and all this stuff, we need to be talking to our young kids, telling them, um, you don't have to be scared of the police. You don't have to be scared of one another. We need to be telling them to respect authority, fight it out in court. Your main goal is to come home. If you get caught up, accept responsibility. And and we need to tell our sons and daughters to watch who you are associating with. Many have been killed just because of association. Okay, back to this comment. So his son steals the car, jumps out in the of the car with the gun, and then gets shot. So the dad decides to kill the cop that had nothing to do with the situation. They call this a situation. The cop that was retired, and y'all relishing it. Somehow free him. This is the reason Trump laughed. Trump won. LOL. He gonna laugh at the end. This is the reason why Trump won.
Today is Sunday, May 11th. Good morning. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
And it got 248 emojis. And I looked on there, and one with the thumbs up was this black girl. So I'm not gonna, read anything into it because sometimes people, click the wrong thing, or maybe she really actually agreed with that. And then, is this a black guy with a heart? Yes, it is. Oh, I don't know. Whew, some of these, some of these pages is weird. Well, it's different. I mean, um, yeah. I remember one time I was. This was when Trump got elected the first time. Something came on the radio, and I was in the store, and I said something, and this. Oh no, she started talking as a Trump supporter would talk about what was being said. But a lot of them, these black Trump supporters, they look at him as like like people look at Jesus as the savior. They need a white savior, and they look at Trump as someone that's going to get rid of all the bad black people. I'll tell you, these people um, are so selfish that they don't think about the pain and suffer that is going to befall them. Because when other people is hurting, they usually hurt other people. And we have not yet begun to feel the repercussion of his policies and the way he talks about people. And I really advise people, until he's out of office, really, not even after that, because we don't know who's going to replace him. These young ones really need to think about leaving this country, because this country is it it would be worse than they have in China and Russia, because then you're going to have racist fascists, racist communists, racist Nazis. You're going to have all of those, and racist white people, and racist black people. You're going to have all that in one country. Yeah. And okay, here's somebody. I keep hearing that he had a gun and the car stolen, which is two lies. See what I mean? See what I mean? See, he posted. He should have took that post down once he found out the truth. But no, he likes to He's messy. Um, Before stuff even come out, they is on it. Okay. Video shows him running, and the officer says he heard a gun drop when he got out of the car. He heard a gun drop. Black kid, something dropped. It's got to be a gun. So that kills the he had a gun besides the body theory. The car wasn't stolen. He missed a payment on the car, but in actuality, the car was hit. What? What? Oh, I'm really confused now. I'm really disappointed. It was his car. Why didn't he just get out the car and explain it's my car? I missed the payment. They want the car back. So the police was playing repo man. Okay, repo man. So okay, wow. I didn't know they do that. If you miss a payment, they report it stolen. So they were setting them up. They will do that. They will do that. Right? I ain't gonna say what color it was, but they will do that because I know um yeah, very vindictive people, they would tell the police something hoping that something would happen and the police would shoot them because they don't have the guts to shoot them. They don't have a reason to shoot them, but they want them shot dead because they hate black people, especially black people that get in their way. So it was his car. He got out, the gun dropped, and he ran from his car. Somebody said he is a complete fool in my book. I don't support the fool. This the car wasn't stolen. The dealership reported the car stolen because of a missed payment. The car wasn't stolen. He was behind the car payment. Facts matter, even though y'all want to pretend they don't. And he was shot in the back running away. If cops can't take a white person into custody who had a weapon, why can't they do that when it's a black person? Post a photo of him on the hospital gown with his head down and he couldn't even talk or stand straight. He's gonna be holding that head low when they getting it hit from behind in prison. Okay. Comments. Why do you do that? With all those followers, you're gonna post something like that. These are Christians for you. Christians are very messy. Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful day. And I'm going to try my best to get back to basics and get away from this media circus and these clickbait. Just like on YouTube. Um, it's this one channel that I like to look at, but he's starting to be a clickbait. Um, Let me see, where was it? I looked on it and I like him. I really do. And the headline, Saturday Meltdown. So I'm looking at it for 12 minutes. I did not hear one meltdown. So what is a meltdown to these people? So it's all clickbait. They want you to click on there, but it has nothing to do with the headline. It's consuming too much of our time. And one
Great,
must.
thank you very much. If I can just offer two footnotes to that. I think for us,
Ugh, people don't realize it's all by design. Um, this has taken over our life. Politics and religion. It didn't used to be that way. But since the media frenzy has come around, it has become like that. It is eating us away. It's not telling us the good things. It's not telling us it's a lot of good things out there, tell you how to um, be productive and um, how to relax, meditation, yoga, exercise, how to eat better, and all this stuff. But not on the mainstream media, no. And all that stuff, it don't matter when you are in constant fear of your life, your loved one's life. You can't afford all that good food that you seeing on there. I I'm telling you, the most expensive thing is uh to go by a recipe, because a lot of times these recipes, you have to buy these expensive stuff that you may only use one time. That you have to buy this $5 bottle that you're only going to use it one time. So you stuck with this stuff in your cabinet that you most likely is not going to use again, because you might not even like the dish, or it's too expensive. And healthy food, it is more expensive to eat healthy. And so what are we going to do? We're going to start hanging around positive, uplifting People that want to give you good, wholesome comments that you can call and feel good and be a family. Have loving grandparents, loving aunts and uncles and cousins. Yeah. Because with all this stuff going on, your life can end at any time through all kind of tragedies. Plane falling out the sky, earthquake, hurricanes, car accident, take a drug that don't agree with you and knocks you out, or just something your heart stops just out of the blue. So we need to live our lives around people, peaceful, loving, kind people until the day we die. Because we're only here for a moment. And we need that moment to be refreshing, loving, kind, even amidst all this chaos. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Please comment and subscribe because I'm going to keep going. I love you all. We're going to get through this.